the week will now all be settled on this field. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense will have the first possession of the game. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out, dude.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Wildcats offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
On third down, here's Baxter. He's past the marker, finding some room, carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. The Wildcats will have it first and 10. Got an alley. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got him quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw it. Left side, it's Baxter. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hits inside, it's Richard. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run him again. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Carr from the gun on third down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Hunt is on its way. Trying to take it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Right side, it's Baxter. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Ferguson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Left side, it's Miller. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the counter. Got a little grass. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Holds on, it's Chandler. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Carr on play action. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Smashes through the tackle. found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Baxter. Turning it on! And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Flush to the left. Out wide left, it's Skinner. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Sells the run, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Skinner. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. In the red area, it's Baxter. Knocked down immediately. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Looking to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown Wildcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And he makes the extra point. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Hoosiers will snap it on first and 10. Quick give. It's Richard. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Indiana! Great job by the back on the option. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. The 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Play action, Carr. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Left side, it's Richard. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting on the ground.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, fit.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Makes the grab, it's Skinner. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Patterson. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Baxter. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st. Got it behind the line. It's Baxter.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Skinner. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On play action. They're all over him. Still looking. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wildcats. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Now timeout taken by Indiana, that's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Snags it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Trying to get started. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide left, it's Skinner. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Deep in the end zone, it's Cavazos. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Pritchard. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with Tennessee taking on the Western Michigan Broncos.
And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. Handoff for Baxter. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go back to C.J. Baxter. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh center downs going to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Left side is Baxter. Still running at the 40. Running free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of...
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky! That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season. And they did tack on the extra point.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker, your running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Carr throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. First down for this offense. From the gun, it's Richard. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. He's got it. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, down here on the Kentucky sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running right, it's Baxter. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. C.J. Baxter one more time. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Man, you got to know when to give it up. You can't just keep retreating and going backwards and backwards and backwards, thinking at some point you're going to outrun everybody and make a big play. That play was doomed from the get-go, and it was going the wrong direction.
Out wide right, it's Baxter. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Carr, under pressure, and it's a sack.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Baxter again. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Look out! Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. And that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Right side, it's Ferguson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Out wide left, it's Ferguson. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Turns it upfield. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. And the Hoosiers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. On the option. He'll pitch it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well run him again. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.